Ladies and gentlemen, it is with my great pleasure that I introduce to you the President of the American Osteopathic Association, Dr. Boyd R. Boozer.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Speaker Morrison, and good morning, delegates, trustees, and guests, my friends. A year ago, I stood at this podium and pledged to serve as the 120th president of this esteemed association. It has truly been an honor to serve the members of our association and to represent the osteopathic medical profession, and I will forever treasure the experience. I thank you for your trust and for your support. I'd like to acknowledge some very important people without whom I would not have been able to perform this job. First, the Board of Trustees and the President's Advisory Council, a group of independent thinkers and hard workers who are never afraid to speak their minds. Your President-elect, Dr. Mark Baker, who supported me and was always available to serve, sometimes at a moment's notice. I am leaving the office of AOA President in great hands. Because of the support of those people, their counsel, and their friendship, I was able to serve as your president. We are blessed with an outstanding AOA staff, especially Adrienne Whitefanes and her senior leadership team, who are always there, always available, and always working on behalf of not only our leaders, but on behalf of all of our members. Thank you, Adrienne, and your staff. I also need to thank my University of Pikeville family, who shouldered so much extra work to keep the Kentucky College of Osteopathic Medicine and healthy and rolling. Especially Dr. Bill Betts, who served as acting dean while I was away doing the work of our association. Thank you, Bill. And of course, my wife, Pam, for everything she has done to support me. I love you, dear. Thank you. I will miss working closely with the leadership and remarkable staff of the AOA, but having logged well over 200 travel days, attending 37 affiliate meetings, visiting many colleges of osteopathic medicine, traveling to 3 different continents, 9 visits to Washington, D.C., and 1 United States presidential inauguration, I will not miss airport check-ins, flight delays, missed connections, or airport luggage carousels. Those travails notwithstanding, this has been the experience of a lifetime. During my inaugural message last year, I spoke about our ability to create our future. The challenges before us, such as physician shortages, rising healthcare costs, and government interference with the doctor-patient relationship, and the work required to meet those challenges, as articulated in our strategic plan. While in some respects this year has passed quickly, we have accomplished much, including the successful launch of initiatives in phase 2 of our strategic plan, and I'd like to take just a moment to list a few of those. We've launched, as you heard earlier, a new member value services area on osteopathic.org as a result of hearing what you said about the relevance and value of AOA membership. We created a task force to better align with affiliates based on what our state and specialty partners are telling us they need. We've begun to implement many improvements to our board certification services to make them more attractive in the marketplace. We have expanded our partnerships internationally, focusing on increasing practice rights for American DOs and developing new research opportunities, and taking a detailed look at the organizational structure of our bureaus, councils, committees, and board to ensure that this organization will be sustainable and relevant for generations to come. Additionally, we operationalized key elements of Phase 1 of our strategic plan, continuing our public awareness campaign that garnered unprecedented results in social and traditional media and won numerous industry awards. We also increased our allocations in support of osteopathic medical research to more than $1 million annually for 2 consecutive years now. Even with such an outstanding chronology of successes and accomplishments, there exists the opportunity to do more. The nexus that I spoke about last year still exists. Our amazing and unprecedented growth, the increased public awareness of osteopathic medicine, and the many opportunities created by the transition to a single accreditation system for GME. We will continue raising awareness of osteopathic medicine in the public eye, and we have raised the visibility of the impact of osteopathic training, and we have continued the expansion of osteopathic recognition in GME. I implored you back then to let your DO out, as we just saw on the video, showing the world through your actions the healing, compassion, and distinctive care that is osteopathic medicine. That hasn't changed. Today, osteopathic medicine is still one of the fastest growing professions in healthcare. 40 years ago, when I entered the profession as a first-year osteopathic medical student, I never contemplated that the day would come when our numbers would surpass 100,000 practicing physicians, not to mention more than 25,000 students in the pipeline. But although our profession is growing, our membership is not keeping pace with that growth. Now we must take the necessary steps to embrace and attract this expanding DO market. And we must continue to identify and implement opportunities to grow non-dues revenues. Several months ago, the Bureau of Osteopathic Specialists put forward a strategy to the Board of Trustees to enhance AOA board certification and osteopathic continuous certification. One of the key elements to that strategy was to develop more attractive price models through the separation of membership and board certification, what we have commonly called decoupling. The board analyzed this proposal and approved it as part of the overall board certification strategy. 4 key findings drove this action. First, the mandatory linking of certification exam costs and membership dues created a barrier between our association and DOs who trained in ACGME programs and became ABMS certified, and those who trained in AOA programs and became AOA certified. The current AOA processes have made it difficult for ACGME trained DOs to become AOA certified. 2, AOA and ABMS exam costs are comparable, but the added cost of mandatory AOA membership makes our certification significantly more expensive than ABMS certification. 3, with a growing number of graduates each year, we have the potential to maximize the market by offering cost-effective, high-quality board certification. However, each year that we delay this action results in significant market opportunity lost as several thousand DOs choose ABMS certification instead. And fourth, we also know that many physicians who are currently certified by ABMS boards are seeking an alternative because of dissatisfaction with the ABMS system. AOA has an opportunity to compete for all physicians in the board certification market if we choose to expand our available options. A recent survey of MDs under 45 years of age by Edge Research found over 20% would be very interested or extremely interested in certification provided by the AOA. That, my friends, would be a game changer. The market is there. We must seize it. We have never been in a stronger position to move our organization ahead. This action takes us forward. We cannot cling to strategies that we know will not benefit us in the future. We must continue to show the world why we are distinctive and realize that with growth comes unique opportunities. We must take advantage of those opportunities by capturing and engaging the members of this growing profession, especially the exploding population of DOs under the age of 40, with a value proposition for membership that speaks to them. By working to ensure the distinctiveness of osteopathic medicine is acknowledged, taught, and available for all medical professionals who seek to learn it. And by advocating on the profession's behalf, helping our elected officials understand the appropriate value and appreciate the value of OMT, the importance of meaningful reforms that maintain coverage and access to care for all, and the critical need for graduate medical education and teaching health centers. And recognizing the demands of our profession, we must work to ensure that wellness for ourselves remains as high a priority as it does for our patients. As our profession grows, so too do the opportunities. Yes, change is hard, but I am optimistic and confident enough to know that the future is worth the dedication necessary to evolve. We are the leaders of this most noble profession, and together we can lead the change. Together we can let our DO out. Thank you for the opportunity to serve this great profession. God bless you all, and God bless our osteopathic profession.